Parikrama. Acknowledging God and everything that He has created for us. Om Prachidigadniradhipatirasito Rakshitaditya Ishava Tebhyo namo dhipatibhyo namo Rakshitribhyo namo Ishvabhyo namo Ebhyo astu Yosman Vishriyam Vayam Vishmasambhojambe Dharmaha. Om Dakshinadikindro Dhipatisthirasthiraji Rakshita Pitara Ishava. Om Pratichi Dikvaruno Dhipati Trinako Rakshita Namishava. Om Udichi Diksomo Dhipati Swajo Rakshita Shanishava. Om Dhruvadik Vishnuradhipati Kalmashagrivo Rakshita Virudhaishava. Om Urdhvadik Brihaspatiradhipati Shvijjo Rakshita Varshamishava. Tebhyo namo dhipatibhyo namo Rakshitribhyo namo Ishvabhyo namo Ebhyo astu Yosman Drishtiyam Vayam Dvishmastambhojambe Dharmaha. Upasthanam. Om Udvayam Tamasaspari Swaha Pashyanta Uttaram Devam Devatra Suryamaganma Jyotiruttamam. Om Udutyam Jatavedasam Devam Vahanti Ketavaha. Drishe Vishvaya Suryam. Om Chitram Devanam Udanadanikam Chashurmitrasya Varunasya Agneha Apradyava Prithvi Antarisham Surya Atma Jagatascha Swaha. Om Tachakshuradevahitam Purastat Shukramucharat Pashyema Sharadaha Shatam Jivema Sharadaha Shatam Shiruyama Sharadaha Shatam Prabhavama Sharadaha Shatam Adirahasyama Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatam. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantraha. Help us to navigate our intellect, O God. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. He Ishwar Dayanidhi Bhavat Kripayalena Japopas Isharam Namaskuriya. Bowing onto God's omnipresence, omnipotence, and omniscience, all-knowing, everywhere, and all-powerful. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivakaraya Cha. He Mangalesha Shankar Mangal Karo Hamara Pavan Prakash Paaye Paramarth Punya Dwara Parijyan par Milado Avadhar Agadh Dani Teri Sharan Mein Aaya Hai Bhakt Yam Bhavani अब अंत में प्रभु जी तुमको नमन करे हम वेदों के ज्ञान द्वारा जीवन सफल करे हम जीवन सफल करे हम जीवन सफल करे हम. And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies to burning hearts abound. Thy blessings in my right desire shine. I also thank thee for thy rule benign, thy kind protections and thy blessings sweet. And those who are the dreaded foes of mine, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Yes, God, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Iti Sandhyopasana Vidhi Samapta. Sadar Supreme Namaste. We have just completed our Sandhya meditation. We do not have any yajmanas for today. I was informed by Mataji Renuka, but I would like to ask Pandita Gayatri, who is one of our senior Panditas, and Mataji Pranapati, my Pati Parmeshwar, would you kindly help them up? They're both an inspiration to all of us. Come what may, they're always in Mandir, regardless of what is going on in terms of their health, they're always here. If any of the fathers would like to sit, then the invitation is also extended. Is there anyone else who would like to sit with them? You may sit. Any of the mothers or the fathers who would like to join them, you may do so. तुमको दयालु अपना समझ के मैंने आज पुकारा, मुझ निर्बल का हाथ पकड़ लो, दे दो नाथ सहारा. तुमको दयालु अपना समझ के मैंने आज पुकारा, मुझ निर्बल का हाथ पकड़ लो, दे दो नाथ सहारा. the Pandits and the Panditas to now recite the Sankalp as we register the time, date and place that we perform this Sunday morning Havana.
Testing 1 2, microphone testing 1 2.
Shri Brahmano Vidya Praharane Vaivaswata Manvantare Ashtavinshatitame Kaliyuge Kali Pratham Charane Asmin Rakshasa Vikram Samvatsare Kartik Mase Shukla Pakshe Ravivasare Shashti Titho Purva Shadha Nakshatre Taitil Karane Dhiti Yoge Ved Nagare New York Pradeshe America Deshe Maharshi Dayananda Gurukula Arya Samaj Mandire Ayam Saptahika Satsangaha Prarabhyate Ayam Saptahika Satsangaha Prarabhyate Ayam Saptahika Satsangaha Prarabhyate. Thank you. As we have all physically taken a bath to come to Mandir this morning, we're sipping sacrificial water, especially the 4 mothers who are sitting for Havana today. They strive to wash their inner selves. May their thoughts be pure. May their thoughts be clean. Namasi Swaha Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha Om Satyam Yashaha Shirmai Shri Shayatam Swaha Atang Sparishaha. May the speech in our mouths be sanctified in God. May the breath in our nostrils, the sight in our eyes, and the hearing in our ears be sanctified in God. May the force and strength in our arms and feet be sanctified in God. Om Bhagmasi Astu Om Nasorme Prano Astu Om Akshanurme Chaksharastu Om Kal पाणयोर्मे श्रोत्रमस्तु ॐ बाहुर्मे बलमस्तु ॐ ऊर्वोर्मा ओजो अस्तु ॐ अरिष्टानि मेऽङ्गानि तनुस्तन्वामि सह सन्तु। अथेश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना. Clasping palms and closing our eyes. Om Vishwani Deva Savita Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadram Tannasuva. Om Hiranyakarbhava Samavritatake Bhutasya Jataha Patirekasi Sadadhara Prithvivyamudemam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Ya Atmada Bhalada Yasya Vishvam Upasate Prashisham Yasya Devaha Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityu Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahitvaika Idraja Jagato Babhuva Yaishe Asya Dvipadash-chatushpada Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Yena Dyaurukra Prithvi Chadridha Yena Sahastabhitam Yena Nakaha Yo Antarikshe Rajaso Vimanaha Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Prajapate Natvadetananyo Vishwajatani Parita Babhuva Yakamaste Johamasano Asu Vayam Syama Padhayorayina. Om Sano Bandhur Janita Savidhata Dhamani Veda Bhuvanani Vishwa Yatra Deva Amritamanasanas Titi Dhamannadhirayantam. Om Agni Naya Supatharai Aswan Vishwani Deva Vayanani Vidwan Yuyodhyasmat Javaranameno Bhuyashanti Namotim Vidhema. हे सकल जगत की उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए. जो कल्याणकारक गुण कम स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए. O God, O Deva Savitar, O Creator of this universe, O radiant cause of all manifestations, do remove from us all that is difficult in our experience, all that is stressful, and all that is challenging, and give unto us all that is beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious. O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can supersede the creatures of this visible and of other invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter be fulfilled. May we be masters of earthly and heavenly riches. Itishwar stuti pradhanopasana prakaranam atha swasti vachanam om agnimire purohitam yajasya devamritvidjam hotaram ratnadhatamam om swasti panthamannucharema surya chandamasa viva punardalutagnata janata sangame mayi eti sankshepatāh swasti vācanam atha shanti karanam. We ask for peace to be yielded to the mothers sitting for Havan Yajna today. Om Shanna Indagni Bhavatamavobhi Shanna Indra Varuna Ratahavya Shamindra Soma Suvitaya Shamyo Shanna Indra Pushana Vajsato Om Shanna Somo Bhavatu Brahma Shanna Shanno Gravanah Shamusantu Yajah Shannah Swaruna Mitayo Bhavantu Shannah Praswah Shamuvastu Vedihi Atha Shiva Sankalpa Mantra Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. May our minds be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts, for we know what we think is what we say, and what we say is ultimately what we do. May our thoughts, words, and deeds be in accordance and harmony with each other. Om Yajagrato Duramudeti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tathaivaiti Durangamam Jyotisha Jyotirekam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Susharthirashvani Vaya Manusya Niriyati Bhishubhirva Jinaiva Ritpatisham Yadajiram Javisham Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. O King, O God, with your peaceful flow, bring peace to the world of animals and peace to the world of human beings too. Peace also to the world of trees and plants. And may we have Abhayadan, the gift of fearlessness, no fear from our friends, nor from those who are unfriendly to us, no fear from the known, nor from the unknown, no fear in the night, nor in the day. May we be friends unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly unto us. Om Sanaha Pavasva Shamgavi Sham Janaya Shamarvate Sham Rajanoshadhibhyah. Om Abhayam Mitra Abhayam Amitra Abhayam Jata Abhayam Paroksha Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Nivadaha Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarvasha Mama Mitram इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम् अथाग्निप्रदीपनम्. Will the Yajamanas kindly stand? बचे पाप के कर्मों से, बचे पाप के कर्मों से, सदा शुभ कर्म करे रहे दूर बुराई से, रहे दूर बुराई से. सब है मेहमान यहाँ, सब है मेहमान यहाँ, करके जो भलाई गए उनका गुणगान यहाँ, उनका गुणगान यहाँ. भगवान को याद करे, भगवान को याद करे, अनमोल है जीवन नए से बर्बाद करे, नए से बर्बाद करे, नए से बर्बाद करे. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः, ओम भूर्भुवः स्वर्द्योरिव भूम्ना पृथिवी ववरिम्ना तस्यास्ति पृथिवी देवयजने पृष्ठे अग्निमनादमना ध्यायादधे. All of us fanning the fire. Om Om Udbudhya Swagni Pratijagrhi Tvamishthapurti Samsrijethamayanja Asmin Sadhasti Adhyutarasmin Vishwe Deva Yajmanascha Sidata Devashcha Yajmanascha Sidata. Artha Samidadhanam. 3 pieces of Samidha. We're cognizant of our past, we acknowledge our present, and then we make plans for our future. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nana Yena Samedhaya Swaha Iramaknai Jata Vedasi Idannam Mama Om Samedhagnim Dovasyata Ghitair Bodhaya Tatithim Asmin Havya Juhotana Susamidhaya Shochishit Ghritam Tivram Juhotana Agnaye Jata Vedasi Swaha Iramagnaye Jata Vedasi Idannamama Tantva samidbhirangiro ghritena vardhayamasi brihachojaya vishtya swaha iramagne angirase idannamama atha panchaghrita hutayah 5 key oblations. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jat Vedastene Dhasva Vardhasva Chetha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhina Samedhaya Swaha Idamagnai Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhasva Vardhasva Chetha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samedhaya Swaha Idamagnai Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhasva Vardhasva Chetha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samedhaya Swaha Idamagnai Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhasva Vardhasva Chetha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agni Jata Vedase Idanna Mama. 5th and final time. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhasva Vardhasva Chetha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samedhaya Swaha Idamagnai Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Atha Jal Prasechanam. Om Aditi Anumanyaswa Om Anumati Anumanyaswa Om Saraswati Anumanyaswa Om Deva Savita Prasuvayajam Prasuvayaj Patim Bhagaya Devyo Gandharva Ketapu Ketannaha Punatu Vachaspatir Vachannaha Swadatu. Key oblations. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idanna Mama Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idanna Mama Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idanna Mama Atha Grit Samagri Ahutaya. Key Samagri oblations. Om Suryo ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः सूर्यः स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो वर्षो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यो ज्योतिः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सविता सजुरुषसेन्द्रवत्या जुषानः सूर्यो वेतु स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सविता सजुरातैन्द्रवत्या जुषानो अग्निर्वेतु स्वाहा ॐ भूरग्नये प्राणाय स्वाहा इदमग्नये प्राणाय इदं नमः ॐ भुवर्वायवे पानाय स्वाहा इदं वायवे पानाय इदं नमः ॐ स्वरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदं नमः ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसो अमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः स्वरो स्वाहा ॐ यां मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मध्यमेहयाग्ने मेधावियं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर् दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नासुव स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्नय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहोराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ति नम उक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा अथ पुनाहुतिरूप आकारावाच्यभागाहुतयः ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदं नमः ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नमः ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदं इन्द्राय इदं नमः ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये इदं नमः ॐ भुवर्वायवे स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं नमः ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः इदं नमः. Will the Yajmanas kindly stand? Samgacchadvam samvadadvam samvamananti janata deva bhagam yatha purve samjanana upasate swaha. And Mataji Prabhupada, these 4 principles that you have heard numerous times. Our mother is goddess, our father is God, guests coming to our home are gods and goddesses, and our teachers are gods and goddesses. Om Mati Devo Bhava Swaha, Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Thank you, Mataji. We'll now take the other mother who sat for Havana Yajna. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschin Dukha Bhave Swaha. Om Mati Devo Bhava Swaha, Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Thank you, Mataji. The next mother who sat for Havana Yajna. Om Sarvastaratu Durgani, Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu, Sarvaha Sarvam Avapnotu, Sarvaha Sarvatra Nandatu Swaha. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha, Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Om Aputraha Putrinah Santu, Putrinah Santu Patrinah, Adhanah Sadhanah Santu, Jivantu Sharanah Shatam Swaha. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha, Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Bhaiya Jago, you sat with them for Havana Yajna as well. You may take the ghee container as we chant. Om. It was his birthday last week. We all wish you all the best, Narajago, as you celebrated your birthday. The mothers may take a garland, and if they wish, they can garland you, giving you their blessings. Om. Happy birthday to you, and best wishes to. 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 Happy birthday to you, and best wishes व्रतः पितुः पुत्रो माता भवतु सम्मनः जायापति मधुमती वाचं वरतु शक्तिमान् स्वाहा। ॐ सोमो धेनु सोमो अर्वन्तमाशुं सोमो वीरं कर्मण्यं ददाति साधन्यं विदध्यं समेयं पितृश्रवणं यो ददाशरस्मै स्वाहा। ॐ मातृदेवो भव स्वाहा पितृदेवो भव स्वाहा आचार्यदेवो भव स्वाहा ॐ अतिथिदेवो भव स्वाहा। Place the ghee container down and you may take the blessings of all the mothers on stage, including your mom. सूरज रोज आता रहे रोज गाता रहे लेके किरणों के मेले पल छिन कनिया गिन गिन तेरा हर दिन तब तक रंगों से खिले दूर जब तक बाकी है बहारों में तुम जियो हजारों साल साल के दिन हो 50,000 तुम जियो हजारों साल साल के दिन हो 50,000 तुम जियो हजारों साल साल के दिन हो 50,000। Happy birthday to you and best wishes to 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 तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो। You may all resume your seats as we chant the Maha Gayatri mantra. May I ask all of you to clasp your palms and close your eyes as we join in the Maha Gayatri mantra, one of the sacred most mantras in Ved. भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। अथ सृष्ट क्रीडा होती अथ मोहन भोग आहूयते। O God, O Agni, the all-knowing one, fully knows whatever is excessive or lacking in our performance this morning. May God, the fulfiller, make this Havanyajna a fulfilled one. Om Yadasya karmanotyarirecham yadvanyo namihakaram Agnishtat shrishtakirvidya sarvam shrishtam sotam karotu me Avinaye shrishtakrite sahuta hote sarva prayaschitta hotinam kamanam samardhayitri sarvanah kaman samardhaya swaha. Idam Agnaye shrishtakrite idam mama. Om Prajapate Swaha. Idam Prajapate idam mama. Would all of us kindly stand for the finer offerings? Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Would all the children go on stage with their outstretched palms? Outstretched palms and passing them lightly over our faces. Om Tanupadniyasi Tanvam me pahi. Om Ayudagniyasi Ayur me dehi. Om Varchodagniyasi Varcho me dehi. Om Agniyan me tanva Onam tanva prana. Om Medha me deva Savita dadhatu. Om Medha me devi Saraswati dadhatu. Om Medha me ashwina Deva vadhatam pushkarasrajo. Apyayatam. Om Vakshama apyayatam. Om Pranashama apyayatam. Om Chakshushrama apyayatam. Om Shrotam chama apyayatam. Om Yashobalam chama apyayatam. Final prayers, clasping our palms, closing our eyes. Om Bhur-bhuvah Swaha Kabhi-shunah Sakina Avita Jaritrena Shatam Bhavasyutai Shatam Bhavasyutai Shatam Bhavasyutai Iti Agnihotram Iti Agnihotram Iti Agnihotram. Children, you may go back to your seats.
Children, can you assemble here to sing Pujani? Those of you who can sing it and can play the harmonium.
Ariana, could you come up and play the dholak?
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव जबल के जिए चलने में चल कपत को मानसिक बल दीजिए के गावे सत्य को धारण करे ऐसा में हम सारे स्वर्ग सागर से डरे हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव जबल के दिए चल रे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए।
Thank you, children. Will the Yajamanas kindly stand? Whatever you would have given in the arati, you can place it in the container, in the thali. Om Om Swasti Pantha Manucharema Surya Chandramasa Deva Punardarta Nata Janata Sangame Mahi Om Swasti Om Swasti Om Swasti. Thank you to all the Yajamanas. You may now sit back to your seats. Go back to your seats.
Thank you, Amrita, Panita Amrita, for that very wonderful Havan that you did for us. To continue on our program here, I'm going to ask Bahan Usha will give us the next bhajan. Okay, I'll have Kavitek to give us the first bhajan. Okay, bye. Panit Jagdish will give us the next bhajan.
उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी, पर उसकी जरूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरी सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी, पर उसकी जरूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरी सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। इंसान तो क्या देवता भी आंचल में पले तेरे, है स्वर्गी सी दुनिया में कदमों के तले तेरे। इंसान तो क्या देवता भी आंचल में पले तेरे, है स्वर्ग ममता ही लुटाए जिसकी नयन, ओ ममता ही लुटाए जिसकी नयन, ऐसी कोई मूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरी सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी।
Thank you very much, Pandit Jagdish, for that wonderful bhajan. I will now ask Bahan Usha to give us the next bhajan.
Namaste everyone. Page 99 in the Atmageet. हरि का भजन कर ले मेरी मतिया, भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया। हरि का भजन कर ले मेरी मतिया, भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया। क्यों विषयों में फिरता बुलाने, क्यों विषयों में फिरता बुलाने। अंतकाल सब नरक निशाने, अंतकाल सब नरक निशाने। अंतकाल सब नरक निशाने। जावत बीता दिन रतिया, भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया। हरि का भजन कर ले मेरी मतिया, भजन भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया। ब्रह्मानंद वचन हितकारी, ब्रह्मानंद वचन हितकारी, छोर जगत की ज्योतियारी, छोर जगत की ज्योतियारी, छोर जगत की ज्योतियारी। हरि चरणन में करो नित्य रतिया, भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया। हरि का भजन कर ले मेरे मतिया, भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया, भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया, भजन बिना ना मिल शुभ गतिया।
Thank you very much, Bahan Osha. Always a sweet voice. I will now ask Panita Liani will give us the next bhajan.
One, two.
Namaste, page 157 in the Apne Geet. कोई समझे ओ कोई समझे, कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं, प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं। कोई समझे ओ कोई समझे, कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं, प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं।
कभी हार कराते है रूप अनेक कृपा के कभी जय कभी हार कराते प्रभु का निर्दोष विधान न्याय भक्त करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कोई समझे कोई समझे कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं.
Thank you very much, Panita Liani, for that wonderful bhajan. I will now ask Mataji Ahilya to give us the next bhajan.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Shiv Shankar Mahadev शिव जी सुख का सागर है प्रभु जी प्रभु जी प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है सुख करता दुख हरता पावन परमात्मा है शिव शंकर महादेव शिव जी सुख का सागर है सुख का सागर सुख का सागर है सुख का सागर है सुख का सागर है
राह में बस जाना। एक बार जो शरण में आता, एक बार जो शरण में आता, वो पूर्ण आत्मा है। सुख करता दुख हरता, पावन परमात्मा है। प्रभु जी, प्रभु जी, प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है। झुकिया है अब ना करना, सब प्रभु को अर्पण करना। साधु के संग में रहना, सच्चा की मालत जपना। वो खाली झोली भरता, वो खाली झोली भरता, ऐसा परमात्मा है। सुख करता दुख हरता, पावन परमात्मा है। प्रभु जी, प्रभु जी, प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है, सुख का सागर है।
Thank you very much, Mataji Ahilya. I will now ask Bhai Brijlal to give us the next bhajan.
ले लो ले लो, ले लो ले लो दुआए माँ बाप के। ले लो दुआए माँ बाप के हो। ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की। ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की हो। ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की। सर से उतरेगी गठड़ी पाप की। ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की हो। ले लो दुआए माँ बाप की। गोद में माँ की आँख खुली जग देखा बाप के कंध चढ़ के। गोद में माँ की आँख खुली, जग देखा बाप के कंध चढ़ के। सेवा बड़ी न होगी कोई, सेवा बड़ी न होगी कोई, इन दोनों की सेवा से बढ़ के। इन दोनों की सेवा से बढ़ के। ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की, ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की। सर से उतरेगी गठरी पाप की। ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की, ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की। पिता के चरण छुए जो, चार धाम तीर्थ फल पावे। मात पिता के चरण छुए जो, चार धाम तीर्थ फल पावे। जो आशीष ये दिल से भगवान, जो आशीष ये दे, जो आशीष ये दिल से भगवान से भी ताली न जाए, भगवान से भी ताली न जाए। ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की हो, ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की। सर से उतरेगी गठरी पाप की। ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की हो, ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की हो, ले लो दुआएं माँ बाप की।
Thank you very much, Bhai
Thank you.
Bijla. I will now ask Panita Gayatri to give us the next bhajan.
Namaste to all. आर्य समाज करता वेद का प्रचार है, वेद का प्रचार है, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। आर्य समाज करता वेद का प्रचार है, वेद का प्रचार है, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। महर्षि दयानंद
Thank you very much, Panita Gayatri. It's Pravachan time, and Panita Sunita will deliver the Pravachan for us this morning. Can we all give us our rapt attention? All over to you, Panita Sunita.
Thank you, Pandita Sai. Namaste to all our internet audience and to all our Gurukul family here this evening. And to Guruji, where you are, we ask of your blessings. As I ask of your blessing as I sit here to make my first lecture for a long, long time. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, children all, every day as we live, sometimes we have the tendency of forgetting what we need to do, how we need to do, how we need to speak, and what we need to speak. Today, to reiterate what we already know and what we already heard in many pravachans that came and went, just reiterating one of the Ved mantras, I will try to bring back some memories and to ask for all of you, those of you who can ask, who can sing, who can chant, Pandit Amrita, Pandit Jagdish, Pandit Aliani, and Pandit Usha, Pandit Sai, Pandit Priya, all of you, this is no strange lecture, but it is something that I'll need all your help with. I have just lost my aunt this morning.
बार हे मित्रों सनातन धर्म की जय हो कहो एक बार हे मित्रों वैदिक धर्म की जय हो सनातन धर्म की जय हो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो आर्य समाज की जय हो कहो एक बार हे मित्रों सनातन धर्म की जय हो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो आर्य समाज की जय हो.
Thank you very much. And today's lecture will be on crushing all animalistic tendencies that resides within us. Brothers and sisters, most of the time we say things that we don't mean, but because we're in anger, it comes out of our mouth. I just want to remind myself and all of us that in order to remove the bondage from us, we have to try to be sweet, to be nice, to speak sweetly to one another. And as we go on with the lecture, I ask all of you to please help me. Give me the strength and energy. We have a task and we have to accomplish it. Ved mantra tells us that our bondage is due to large measures to animal tendencies in us. The dog, the cuckoo, the owl, the vulture, and so on. As we go on, we will get into each one of them. This powerful mantra from Rig Veda was revealed to us in this beautiful mantra. Ullukayatam Shishalukayatam Ullukayatam Shishalukayatam Jayishwayatam Utakayatam Suparanayatam Utagridhayatam Drishadeva Praminaraksha Indram Drishadeva Praminaraksha Indram Ullukayatam Shushulukayatam Jayishwayatam Utagokayatam Suparanayatam Utagridhayatam Drishadeva Praminaraksha Indram Drishadeva Praminaraksha Indram. Within our bodies, there are 6 animals that reside in us as human beings. Those are the owl, the wolf, the dog, the cuckoo, the eagle, and the vulture. Respectively, these animals practice 6 malignant behaviors. And if you notice, when we get angry, we act differently. When we want to sing a song, we become like a cuckoo. When we want to go out there and talk about other people, we go in a very different manner. And so the mantra tells us that respectively these 6 animals practice 6 malignant behaviors, and they are ignorance, cruelty, envy, lust, arrogance, and greed. O man, O soul, O individual soul, it is imperative that you destroy all these demonic tendencies. Crush them from within the stone of spiritual discipline. But how do we do that? How do we crush them? The Atharva Ved says that the body is a divine city and also a boat which cross over to the world ocean. Kat Upanishad equates the body to a chariot. In this beautiful mantra of Kat Upanishad, for those of you who would like to chant with me, if you think you can and you would like to, I'll be very thankful. I had asked Pandita to help me, but I don't see her having a mic, but it's okay. Atmanam ratitam vidhi Atmanam ratitam vidhi Shariram ratamevatu Atmanam ratitam vidhi Shariram ratamevatu Buddhim tu saratim vidhi Mana pragrahamevacha Mana pragrahamevacha. Know the body to be a chariot. The soul sits in the chariot as a passenger, traveling to its destination. The intellect drives the chariot, while the mind in the reins yoke to horses. The Atharva Ved, when it refers to the body, which is like a passenger in a chariot. The soul is in the body is moving in the chariot. Atmanam ratitam vidhi. The soul Atmanam, Shariram, Buddhi, Manaha. The soul in the body, the intellect and the mind controls the entire body. And when Atharva Ved puts it that the body is in a divine city, it means that it's in a chariot where it leads us into that path where we take our entire body to go from one place to the other. Know the body to be a chariot. The soul sits in the chariot as the master passenger, traveling to his destination. The intellect drives the chariot, while the mind in the reins yoke to the horses. Like a train, the passenger, we as a passenger, when we enter into a train, we meet Mr. Tom, we meet Mr. Harry, we meet Miss Princess, we meet Mr. Cruz, and at every stop, each one gets off. We don't know where we will get off, but there is a stop that we will get off. And whatever impression we would have created, whatever impression within our minds, whatever we speak in our mouth, whatever comes out is what we're left with those people sitting in the train. And when we get off the stop that we need to get off, whatever impression we would have created, brothers and sisters, to those people sitting in the train is what we're left to be lived on. Because there will be a time in with you and I, like my aunt moved on. I was there all night in the hospital. This morning, they pulled the plug off her. But I had to be here because I had 15 minutes to come to make a presentation. When these things happen, we ask ourselves, when is it going to be our time? And what can we do to enhance our soul so that we can go on and move on to the higher realm? None of us will gain emancipation in this soul, in this birth. And you and I know that very well. Brothers and sisters, the little knowledge we have, whatever we can do to assist someone, musically in tone, spiritual, physical, mentally, giving, forgiving, seeing our neighbor in need and helping our neighbors. We don't have to chant the whole entire Ved, or we don't have to sing the entire books that we have by Lataji and all these great singers to enhance our soul. Little act that we perform in our daily lives allow us to remove ourselves and loosen the thread of the bondage that bond us. And by removing the animalistic tendencies of the dog, the vulture, and all the others, that is the moment when we do an act and when we do a kind act. You'll agree with me that when you do something to make someone happy, you feel such a sense of contentment. True or false? Anytime you lift a hand to give somebody who is in need, or you assist someone who is in need, or you help someone with their homework, or you help someone, assist them, show them how to pray. You can't pray for them, but you can show them how to pray. That's what allows you to loosen the bondage that is wrapped around you, that's wrapped around our soul. When we start losing it, it is just a tiny drop of us trying to move towards emancipation. But in this lifetime, we are in Kali Yuga, so-called Kali Yuga. None of us are ready for that. We are on the path of trying. And if we can help each other, that is what will lead us to release this bondage from one life, one birth to another. The laws governing the body are those that govern the universe. The sky, the heaven, and the earth of the universe find their parallels with this body. The mantra, in addition, says that we destroy the potential of the body by allowing tendencies to reside in it. These animals and their tendencies are the owl and its inclination. What do we know about the owl? The owl only likes where it's dark, where there is darkness. The owl sees more at night than during the day. Vedic philosophy tells us that darkness corresponds to the ignorance. And in this mantra, the owl points to the darkness of ignorance. The wolf and its natural cruelty. Sometimes we bark like the dog, we growl and howl like the wolf when we have situations with our parents, with our siblings, with our neighbors, our teachers, and whoever may be at work. And we growl and we howl and everything they do is wrong. And we look at it and we say, God, why is everything going wrong? And we don't like what is going on. And we start yelling and shouting and bringing out those behaviors of the owl and the dog. And we start to bark and we start to growl. That doesn't loosen the bondage from us, brothers and sisters. This is a natural inclination of the dog to envy and to bark. It does not share its food and is very envious of what other dogs receive as food. This mantra is so powerful. It is so powerful. If you look at every line that comes on the screen, every line tells something or the other that happens in our daily life. The dog and its envy, as soon as one dog sees another dog, and that dog seems to be a threat of the other one, we immediately pull them down. And it happens to all of us. We see a family member getting richer, we want to be like that family member. We see a neighbor buy a big Mercedes, we will go and get a car that is higher than a Mercedes. We see someone have $10,000 in the bank, we say, well, you know what, Banindo, we have to, this lady have this money, we have to get $20,000 now. We have to show that we are better than them. But this is not what helps us, brothers and sisters. And as the mantra continues to say, the cuckoo and its lust. Cuckoos are shy, but they have a beautiful voice, and more often than seen, and highly secretive. When they know and they have something they don't like to share. But as the mantra we had earlier in Atharvaved says that we must share the knowledge we have, we must share whatever we have, the wealth, anything that someone else can be beneficial, can make them happy, can make their day. That is what we need to do. And Bhartrihari, there was a great king called Bhartrihari, and in his Shatakram, when he wrote one of the beautiful shlokas that tells us that no matter what hairstyle we have, the way we walk, the makeup we put on, if we don't speak with divine grace and beautifully, if we don't speak with sweet words, it means nothing. Beautiful shloka has been chanted for years and years and years. Let us join together. I know Usha knows this very well. Pandit Amrita, I don't know, I think you know it too because you were back in the time, and I think your mic is working now. I think everybody knows this. It is a very beautiful shloka, and I would like all of you to join with me in chanting. I think Pandita, those two Panditas over there also, they were in the time when we chant this. And I brought this because I just wanted to bring memories back. Today's Havan ceremony has done very beautifully, and there's a very serene and calm atmosphere. So I'm trying to keep it in a middle tone. Kayurani na bhushayanti purusham Kayurani na bhushayanti purusham Harana chandra jwala Na snanam na vilepanam na kusumam Na snanam na vilepanam na kusumam Nalankrita murhaja Vani eka samalankaroti purusham Vani eka samalankaroti purusham Ya sanskrita dharyate Kshiyante kalabhushanani satatam Kshiyante kalabhushanani satatam Vabhushanam bhushanam Vabhushanam bhushanam. And as as beautiful as this shloka is chanted, that's how beautiful meaning it has. Golden may be the moon-like artificial decorations. Don't take a shower, you put on the cosmetics, you try to beautify, you false twist of the hair, the special walking, cannot amplify the only thing that governs divine qualities and sweet words that you bring within you, that you let out of your mouth. Yes, and we cannot say that you and I have never wronged anyone, have never said ill things against anyone, have never used our mouth to gossip about anyone. But brothers and sisters, as a new day has turned today, and as a new leaf we have become every day, and we shed our old leaves like the trees when the trees shed their old leaves. Each day as we wake up in the morning and we sing the praises to God, and we try to inculcate into our minds, into our personality, within our body, and ask God that as we lead our day today, oh God, allow us another day to be grateful, to help our fellow human beings who is not to our standard. Let us don't be proud. Let us don't be proud and protective of the intelligence that lies within us. The mind, the body, let us bring it out. Let us spark. Let us glow. Let us leave an imprint as we step and make our way out of our home so that others can follow. It's not that because we know a little bit makes us perfect or makes us better than anyone. Not because we read the scriptures makes us better than anyone. For example, Guruji is created, but every one of us try to have a Gurukul here and in Guyana. He had a goal. He had a mission. Still the mission is on. Who goes or who comes or who leaves and who don't return, the mission, his idea, his vision continues. His footprints, when he will pass on, will leave for the younger generations to go on. However much, however little, but he would have set a footprint behind him. And for us who have set nothing, and when we knew little, we think we know so much. And in many of Bhartrihari Shatakram shlokas, they're so beautifully sung in generations and generations to allow us to remember who we are, to remember that we have a job to do in our lives, not only to work and come back home and take care of our family, but we live in a society, we live in a place where we can upgrade ourselves. We live in a society where we can upgrade our mind and our intellect. Let us help each other. Let us help those who don't know. Let us assist who are in need of help. And let us make ourselves a better one. It is time for you and I to put away all the backbiting, put away all the atrocities. People are ready to see us fall. People are ready to see us break up. People are ready to see us move away. But nobody is willing and is trying to hold us as one. It is you and I and all of us who are here and who are not here can only put it together to keep your family, to keep yourself, first of all, within you together, to keep your family together, to keep your household together, to keep the mandir you go to, the church you go to, the mosque you go to, wherever and whatever and however you pray. Only you and you can start it from yourself, and then it moves on to everywhere that you walk. And that allows you to release yourself from the bondage. Brothers and sisters, my time is up. I think I've exceeded it. But just like Pandit Amrita and Pandit Usha and all the other Pandits, let us go into the Atma Geet on page 46 before we bring Pravachan to a close. Just the first and last verse. It's on page 46. Usha, you want to take the scale? Never allow sin to rule your life. Sins are like fruits that taste sweet, but poisoned, they eventually kill you. Always feel a sense of shame in going to places that encourage you to commit a sin. On the other hand, you must readily seek out places where you can find your character and image.
बुराइयों को कभी जीवन में अपनाना नहीं चाहिए, ये मीठा जहर होता है, इसे खाना नहीं चाहिए। बुराइयों को कभी जीवन में अपनाना नहीं चाहिए, ये मीठा जहर होता है, इसे खाना नहीं चाहिए। बुरी संगत जहाँ देखो वहाँ जाने से शर्माओ, बुरी संगत जहाँ देखो वहाँ जाने से शर्माओ, जहाँ सत्संग होता हो तो शर्माना नहीं चाहिए। बुराइयों को कभी जीवन में अपनाना नहीं चाहिए। पराभक्ति में जो सोना खनिक वो बन गया कुंदन। पराभक्ति में जो सोना खनिक वो बन गया कुंदन। प्रभु जब कष्ट देता है तो घबराना नहीं चाहिए। बुराइयों को कभी जीवन में अपनाना नहीं चाहिए, ये मीठा जहर होता है, इसे खाना नहीं चाहिए, ओ इसे खाना नहीं चाहिए, इसे खाना नहीं चाहिए।
Avoid a life of sin, brothers and sisters. It is time for you and I to get to ourselves in cleanliness, contentment, austerity, study of sacred writings, and surrender to God for some of the spiritual disciplines that will act like stone to crush these demonic tendencies. Brothers and sisters, friends, when is it time for all of us to start taking a new page? With these few words, I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity to sit here. And last week I was not here, but I would like to thank every one of you that assisted in the program to make it a success. A special thank you to my brother Raju for being there and dealing with all the situations we had, and to all the kids who assist in over there also in the computer room. And for everyone who would partake, this is a special thank you on behalf of all the Gurukul team that worked very hard to make our concert a success. I don't know if it was posed to you yet, but we collectively as a team, we put together and we brought about $36 or $3,700 from the concert last week, and that would have gone towards a first payment of bringing the air condition that we will have air condition coming up. Right, Krishan? Thank you all very much. I just wanted to say thanks again to everyone, and I hand the mic back over to Pandita Sai. Namaste, and thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, Panita Sunita. She had explained to us about the animalistic tendencies we all have and how we can try to crush them all. So it's with great effort that she has spent on preparing this Pravachan for us today. Let us give her another round of applause for the wonderful work she has done for us. I will now ask Bhai Krishan to give us the announcements for today.
Thank you, Anirudh. Namaste all again. Before I have several announcements. Before I do that, we have a guest from Canal number 2, Arya Samaj, by Dar Lachman, and he's requesting that he need to speak for a couple of minutes.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
Sorry that I'm barging on your program this morning, but happen to be here, and I would just like a few words, because we're all from the same Arya group, and if it's in Guyana or in New York or anywhere, we're the same. When you're 60 or you pass 60, they say you forget a lot of things, so I make a little jottings, okay? So greetings from number 2 Canal, our Samaj, and at the same time, now we have a brother who, the founder, the father, who familiar with number 2 Canal, and then we had, it was a very vibrant with Windsor Forest, Lenore Canal, Lagrange, Georgetown, so they would know. The brother is lying there. I think he will be cremated in another 2 days, Brother Dadul. His father was one of the founders of the number 2 Canal Arya Samaj. So we have him in our prayers, and his soul rests in peace. I must congratulate Pandit Satish for the good work that he continues to do. I know him a long time. His father got me married. That was, we talking about in 1970s. So I'm very familiar with Pandit Satish. I know he is doing a great job, as Pandit was mentioned. And on the 12th or the 14th, the Gurukul in I-Flood there will reopen. He will open that. I will be there, so if you guys here, maybe we'll see each other again. By Pandit Jagdish, I learned that your birthday was 2 days ago or so. Long life, happy birthday to you. Long life, continued success. Actually, I know your parents. I saw your mom at the back there. I didn't know it was your mom, but when she came and she gave you that hug, I said, wow, that's the son. So, not anything much, but I want to leave a little quote before I go with you guys. Life is tough, but you are tougher. Feel the strength to laugh every day. Feel the courage. Be different and beautiful, yet beautiful. Be different, but yet beautiful. Find your heart to make others smile too. Don't stress over things you can't change. Live simple, love generously, speak truthfully, work diligently, find and keep going. Namaste to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bhai Lakshman. Yeah. Happy birthday, Pandit Jagdish, from all of us. I have several announcements. First of all, next Sunday, we have a new baby in the Gurukul, and that's from Bain Sonia and by Jagdish. They're having the Nam Sanskar next Sunday, and all of us are invited. Is that so, Pandita Gayatri? Are you inviting all of us?
Yes.
You hear that? Thank you. Second of all, The United Arya Samaj Federation, in collaboration with the United Hindu Senior Citizen and Hindu Charities Adult Day Program, that's behind Chand's Jamuna building. They're having an annual senior lunch and cultural program on November the 12th. You know, the thing is, I always say we cannot operate in a silo. We have to be part of the community. That's what the Gurukula is all about. And this is a senior citizen program. I'm going to give the flyer. I have flyers here for all the senior citizens. Second of all, the Guyana Consulate of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana has an outreach program, and the venue is at Bola Travel Service, where you can renew your, it's going to be November the 5th between 10 and 2. You can renew your passport, have new passport, and any other documents you need from Guyana. They will facilitate it. Of course, there will be a fee for all this. So it's next Saturday the 5th, and that's on 127-02 Liberty Avenue. I will be going there because I need to renew my passport. Now, this is very important, the voting. Early voting has started since yesterday. Please, you don't have to wait until November the 6th to vote. You can go start now, find out where your voting place is. My Gurukul family is really paramount that we vote because of what's been happening in this country. Please go out and vote, you know, if you're registered. Right? It's very important. I really want to emphasize this. I guess those of you following the news know what's been going on. And it's important that we go and vote. Lastly, Pandit Jyoti would like to speak of the Bal Divas program. Pandit Jyoti, can you come forward, please?
Please, everybody's invited to be a part of the program. If you keep your child or grandchild home, we don't see them, we don't hear from you, we don't know what they can do, then they will not be able to participate. The onus is on you, the responsibility is yours to make sure your child has a chance to perform. We have been here for the past 2 Fridays, 7 to 9. Those who attend, they're given their pieces already. I still need some more for a larger item. When I do my presentation, those of us who have been with us for the past 20 and odd years, I do formation. I don't put any child anywhere, no. I have to see the capabilities of the child, how much the child can handle. I'm not going to give a child because I like the child, I'm going to have one whole page thing to run, no. I have to see where the child, that's what we do in school. That's what's come from educational background. You have to give the child to suit the child's level of operation. We can't give a child something we can't handle and make the child feel embarrassed. No, we don't do that. I don't do that. I've been asking for those children who are not coming to Friday class, can I have their items so I can place them because I have to start the program. I'm not doing hopscotch program. It has to be done in such a way that the little ones are taken care of. They will not sit here for 2 hours looking at me and listening. No, they will not do that. Their attention span is 15, 20 minutes. If I sit when they're bored, they're going to get restless. So I have to make sure I cannot put all the musical items together, all bhajans one together, all speeches one together. No, I can't do that. It doesn't work like that. So that's why I'm asking, I'm appealing. I've sent email, I've called, I've spoken, but sadly up to this day, I haven't gotten anything. Anybody was instructive, you have your students, I'm saying this publicly now, please let me have your items with your children's correct spelling name and their age so I can arrange it. I need them to put in a certain order. I can't put all, like I said, all the same thing at the same time, I can't do that. I have to so construct a program that every child feels worthwhile. Can't put all of the ones at the back and all because in front, all because, no, we have to have the program so generated that there's, everybody has a place, right? I can't keep them falling asleep. I have to whip their interest and keep it there. I'm appealing, please let me have those names. Let me have the items. Let me have your children, grandchildren. Please, everybody, the responsibility is yours. Make sure your child is here Friday. But Kushan, I want to close this Friday. And after that, if the child is not enrolled or registered, I'm sorry, because we have things to do and children have their pieces to memorize. I do not allow children to read up there because it's something I want them to memorize and internalize. Once they memorize, it have a stronger impact on them if they memorize and they say to themselves, "Oh, Mishwani Deva Samhita, what does that mean? Oh God, in the universe, da da da." That's what is going to happen. So please, I am not taking your time. But Kushan, I'm asking again, fine, please. Bring your child, bring your grandchild. Friday we're here at 7 o'clock. Like Kushan was here, Videsh was here, when Amrita was here. Those of you who have come and you have a child and you have a grandchild, please bring your child. At least 4 and up, not below that. 4 and up, we'll work with them. I had said 5, but I'm taking 4. Because we have some of them who are ready, and once they start preschool, they can speak. Once they can learn nursery rhymes, they can learn a mantra. Yes. So, Makishan,
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Little Gayatri. I would like to endorse what Amir Gayatri said, because she's a school teacher, and she knows better than any one of us. She has been teaching for many, many years. So she has what's called a plethora, plenty of experience in teaching. Lastly, I spoke to Guruji this morning. See, he's still in India. He sends his blessings to all of us and hope everything goes well. Thank you, Pani Rukmin. Thank you again. Namaste.
Swami Jai Jagadish Hare
भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर गए ओम जय जगदीश हरे ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनशे मन का ओ स्वामी दुख विनशे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा ओ स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संत की सेवा ओम शंकर भगवान की जय। वेदांत महर्षि दयानंद की जय। मनीषी स्वामी गिरजानंद की जय। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। भगवती माता सीता की जय। योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय।
Thank you. Namaste.